Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? All right. I have a couple announcements. We want to thank the Presidio for allowing us to use their theater, but we want to make sure that you understand the rules. All right. Because of fire code, we have to stay out of the aisles. So if somebody asks you to sit down, find your seat, please find your seat. Okay? While the students are coming in, please refrain from coming to the front of the stage. I know we're very, very excited, but we'll have photography and also video going on, okay? The program is digital this year. Make sure you use the QR code for the program. Okay? Am I missing anything else, Jenny? Make sure you're in your assigned seat. If you need help finding your seat, there are ushers that are here to help you, okay? We are getting ready to start, so if you can find your seat, take a seat. Thank you.
Good, good evening, SFCP school community, graduates, families, staff, and community. We're so glad to have you here. Graduates, you may have a seat. Just a little excited, all good. All right, for those of you who I have not yet met, my name is Christine Naranjo. I am the principal of KIPP San Francisco College Prep. And thank you. While I have not known our seniors hardly as long as I would have liked, it has been such a gift and an honor to get to know this special class over the past few months. During this time, one thing became very clear to me very quickly. This is a class defined by resilience. Class of 2026, you have lived through some changes. Oh yes, you have experienced the many different eras of KIPP SFCP. Different leaders, teachers, expectations, and challenges. And yet, through it all, you adapted, persevered, and continued to rise. You showed excellence, community, ganas, and joy, the very values that define what it means to be a Phoenix. You demonstrated that excellence in incredible ways. Every single senior in this graduating class took at least 2 advanced placement courses, and together you completed nearly 300 AP courses as a class. That's amazing. 76% of you are going to a BA program this fall. And 24% of you are headed to a wonderful 2-year program. That is extraordinary. And we also saw your excellence this year through our boys basketball team, rising to Division I and making the playoffs. We saw it through our girls volleyball team competing at new levels and setting records across the city. We saw your excellence in classrooms, performances, friendships, and moments where you chose growth, courage, and community. And you've proven that you don't just experience change, you all embrace it. You make it. You are truly change makers. Within this group, we have a change maker who showed up at the first as our first SFCP Phoenix to compete at the SF City Track Meet Finals. We have a change maker who has developed his craft and become a professional boxer. We even have a change maker who plays on a professional soccer team. And we have a change maker in our midst who's headed to Sonoma State on a music scholarship. That is excellent. And for the first time ever, we have 23 scholars who received the Crank Start Scholarship, $15,000 a year for up to 6 years. As you leave the Phoenix nest, I hope you remember this. Do not fear change. Continue to embrace it. You already know how to navigate it. More importantly, you know how to transform spaces for the better because of your resilience, your voice, and your heart. The colleges, workplaces, and communities you now enter need you to lead with excellence, build community, challenge what is unfair, and continue rising again and again, just like the phoenix. So, class of 2026, we're so incredibly proud of you all. Thank you for the joy, the spirit, and the legacy you leave behind at SFCP, and please come back to visit us. The Phoenix Nest will always be your home. All right. Congratulations, class of 2026. Congratulations to our graduates and our change makers.
Oh, how you moved up? It is my distinct honor to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Saida Leah Tutufu Birch, affectionately known as Dr. Sai, is a Black and Samoan San Franciscan, organizer, cultural orator, economic mobility strategist, and liberationist. Dr. Sai is the founder of SLB Strategies, a social impact-focused consulting firm committed to equipping organizations with the tools and strategies necessary to drive sustainable change and achieve bold impact. Her work is guided by a core belief: liberate with love, transform with power. Serving at the forefront of locally and nationally recognized reparative initiatives across housing, economic mobility, education, and health and wellness, Dr. Sai works with nonprofits, educational institutions, philanthropy, and government organizations seeking to advance change. Dr. Sai's career has taken her across the country and the globe. She recognizes and honors the power within often neglected communities. She's a highly sought after speaker, sharing her expertise in innovative change strategy on national and international stages. She brings a deeply held belief that Black liberation and indigenous sovereignty are achievable in our lifetime. Dr. Sai holds a BA in politics from the University of San Francisco, an MPA from San Francisco State University, and a doctorate of education in organizational change and leadership from the University of Southern Carolina. Dr. Sai values joy, justice, the power of the people, and good food. When she is not dreaming and implementing liberation strategies, she is spending time with her husband, volunteers as a proud member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, actively participates in the Bay Hive and Niner Empire, and explores global gastronomy. That's it. Oh, yep.
Thank you, Sean. What's up, community? All of that is just a whole bunch of words that mean I love my city and my community. Principal Chris, can I give this to you for a moment? Thank you. No, very seldom I get to put on this regalia, one, because it's hot, but also because it requires a special setting. And I couldn't think of a more important setting than this. I found myself becoming overwhelmed with tears of joy seeing the Black and brown scholars that I get to be in the midst of. So thank you for having me. To Principal Chris, the KIPP administration, faculty, staff, the 49 graduates, students, and families, it is an honor to be with you today. I also want to acknowledge the scholars who were supposed to be celebrating their graduations alongside you this week, but have transitioned to the ancestral realm. I stand before you as the granddaughter of the late High Chief Leo Luso'o Fualao To'olasi Lea Tutufu Powau Willie. The late Tafonga Talvale Amiaku Wepa Ngango Lea Tutufu. the late Marilyn Rose Robinson. I am the daughter of Hawaii-born, Samoa-raised High Chief Maliapule Ropaki Leoluso'o Leatutufu, and foster kid turned entrepreneur and businesswoman Elaine Reedus, my mama who's in the audience. I am the daughter of two oceans, the Atlantic and the Pacific. My enslaved foremothers built this country on stolen land, and my perceivably free forefathers navigated the Pacific to what was supposed to be the land of milk and honey, where we are still dying trying to get free. I stand before you the result of the San Francisco Unified School District. I stand before you as a survivor of generational trauma, violence in a person who is still healing. I stand before you as someone who's had her experiences with the criminal legal system. I stand before you as a multi-degree holder straight out of Hunters Point, but despite my educational accolades, that still didn't stop me from being fired by a system that celebrates incompetence rather than subject matter expertise. I stand before you as a woman of faith who is still learning who she is and identifying her kingdom assignments. You see, despite mine and my ancestors' journey, class of 2026, I am here to provide you with encouraging words, to share a few motivational quotes and have you leave feeling inspired. I am supposed to tell you that this is only the beginning of your lives, that the next chapter will be greater than the last. I intend to share that you are the future in who we've been waiting for. And I am here to help you believe that among you are our next doctors, attorneys, judges, public servants, artists, authors, superintendents, chief executive officers, founders, entrepreneurs, philanthropists, and even TikTok sensations. Because I believe it, and I owe you the truth about the world we are experiencing. Many people along your journey will encourage you to give your best, and you will give your best while also holding these truths. Black history is actively being erased. Indigenous stewardship is often ignored. Oligarchs are determining policy for the economically disenfranchised. Immigrant communities are being kidnapped daily. Activists are being murdered for attempting to protect our most vulnerable. State-sanctioned violence is consuming our communities, all as a result of white supremacy. You indeed are entering a space where giving your best and showcasing your excellence will be scrutinized because cultural intellect and innovation is rarely promoted over white mediocrity. From San Francisco to Washington, D.C., billionaires are buying elections, salivating over political power, pontificating on what is best for the most marginalized because they've run out of companies to acquire and countries to colonize. It appears that young Miami needs to look no further than City Hall or the White House for the scammers and boosters spending 20s, 50s, 100s in taxpayer cash on over-militarizing our communities, initiating wars in Southwest Asia, perpetuating global genocide, building golden ballrooms, erecting data centers in rural Ohio, rewriting our city's constitution, and playing puppeteer with anyone who was just happy to be in the room. When I observe the excessive white patriarchal mediocrity running our government, I've had to ask myself, what is contributing to this phenomenon? And then I came across a social media post of a Black woman suggesting the audacity of a white man. She described this audacity as unshakable confidence, belief in oneself, and taking things they deserve. Yet I struggled with this notion. Because when I think about the white patriarchal mediocrity running our government, that audacity was built on centuries of enslavement, deceit, mass incarceration, legislative harm, and intellectual theft. It is not their brilliance or intelligence, their skill set, or how they've spent years researching and building evidence on a particular topic. It is their privilege and our perception of their power. And then I came across another creator, Madam President with the Z, who made an observation about the Kevin Hart roast that concretized this concept of audacity for me. For those of you who haven't seen it, a comedian made a distasteful and disrespectful joke about George Floyd, and Kevin Hart said nothing. In fact, he said he was there to do a job and that the target audience understood the purposes of a roast. She compared that experience to Tom Brady's roast. A comedian made what Tom perceived to be a disrespectful and distasteful joke, and in the middle of his set, Tom Brady got up and told that comedian, "Don't say that shit again." Madam President with the Z described Tom Brady as having generational backing and a confidence that suggests he owns every room that he walks in. So there would be nothing that prevented him from correcting a moment that he did not deem appropriate for a show that centered him. The audacity. She said, audacity is the belief that you can challenge power without believing your entire life will collapse because you spoke up. In a lineup of white comedians who found comedic relief in Black pain and trauma, Kevin Hart did and said nothing. He was complicit and perhaps a mere puppet just to be happy to be in the room. You see, the audacity of a white man may be intriguing, but will you try the audacity of a Black woman? Will you try the audacity of 15-year-old Claudette Colvin, who refused to give up her seat on the front of the bus 9 months before Rosa Parks? Will you try the audacity of Shirley Chisholm, the first Black woman elected to U.S. Congress, who went on to become the first woman and African American to seek a major political party's presidential nomination? Will you try the audacity of Tarana Burke, who courageously spoke up and sparked a global Me Too movement? Will you try the audacity of the youth who led the labor strikes of the 1800s, demanding shorter hours and safer working conditions? Will you try the audacity of the teenagers who led the civil rights movement of the 50s and 60s, demanding better school conditions and voting protection so that we can exercise the right on days like today, which I hope y'all voted today? Will you try the audacity of the Black women of the African American Reparations Advisory Committee who asked for $5 billion payments to descendants of chattel slavery because they know we're worth it? Will you reignite the audacity of the students walking out in protest of ICE in our schools and neighborhoods? Will you try the audacity of Cheryl Underwood, an unapologetic, bold, and boisterous Black woman and comedian who had no problem clapping back at the Kevin Hart roasters, ensuring that they knew exactly who she was, where they were, and that they could try her if they wanted to, but they wouldn't make it out of Inglewood alive? In a time when we are experiencing an intellectual crisis, where too many of us believe if we assimilate to white mediocrity, we will get ahead, I want to impart on you that white patriarchal mediocrity or the audacity of a white man should never be the standard, because you are the standard. As I conclude, I want to leave you with a story. A couple of weeks ago, I joined colleagues in a meeting with San Francisco's mayor to advocate for priority issues in the Black community. Displeased with his responses on critical issues, I audaciously stood up, disrupted the space to ask clarifying questions, to which he exited the room. Later that afternoon, I received a call from my elder expressing her concern and distaste for my reaction to the mayor. Never wanting to disrespect my elders, I accepted her feedback. I also reminded her that the way my ancestors are set up, there will never be a time that I could become complicit in the disrespect and inequitable treatment of what is happening to historically oppressed communities in this city. So, I say to you, as you embark on your next journeys in life, remember who you are, whose you are, and where you come from. Remember that you are worthy of being in the room. Prosperity is your birthright. You are worthy of having a city who fights for you, and when it doesn't, you fight back. You deserve to experience a full life defined in a manner that you deem appropriate. And remember that you hail from the sucker-free city. When I say sucker-free, I mean every block, every corner, every neighborhood that made us who we are. From the auspicious residents of Alamany, to the brilliant brains of Bayview, to the charismatic children of Chinatown, the determined and destined Double Rock, the exuberant souls of the Excelsior, the fearless and free Fillmore, the glorious giants of Golden Gate, the heroic Hunters Point, the innovative and indomitable Ingleside, the jubilant people of Japantown, the knowledgeable kings and queens of Kiska Road, the luminous leaders of Lakeview, the magnificent and mighty Mission, the noble North Beach, the originators of Ocean View, the powerful and purposeful Potrero Hill, the quintessential neighbors of Cusada, the radiant and rooted Richmond, the scintillating scholars of Sunnydale, the tenacious and triumphant Tenderloin, the unbreakable and unstoppable unnamed blocks of San Francisco, the visionary voices of Visitation Valley, the wise and worthy West Point. You come from an extraordinary city. You are yielding to no one. Y'all are Gen Z, the zero limits generation. You don't need our permission to be in the room. You don't need our permission to be at the table. You don't need our permission to shine. Be bold enough to rise up. Be courageous enough to say free Palestine and Congo and Sudan. Be bold enough to say fuck ICE. Be bold enough to love, protect, and respect Black women. Be audacious enough to stand in your full authority and your power. This city and this world will never be the same once we experience your brilliance, your revolutionary change, and your bold presence. The only question left is, will you have the audacity to claim it? Thank you.
Wait. Heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, I have in this lifetime. So let me say before we part, so much of me is made of what I learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. And now whenever when our stories end, I know you have rewritten mine by being my friend. Like a ship blown from its mooring by the wind off the sea, like a sea dropped by a skybird in a distant wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, because I knew you, I have been changed for good. And just to clear the air, I ask forgiveness for the things I've done you blame me for. But then I guess now there's blame to share, and none of it seems to matter anymore. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes by the wind off the sea, like a stream that meets like a sea drop by a bird in the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But I do believe I have been changed for the better. And because I knew you, because I knew you, because I knew you, I have been changed for good.
Okay, so good afternoon, friends, families, staff, and the graduating class of 2026. My name is Hilary Hernandez Rodas, and today it is my honor to be speaking on behalf of the class of 2026. First and foremost, I would like to thank the teachers, coaches, staff, and parents who made it possible for us to walk across the stage today. Please join me as we offer them a round of applause. To give you some more context about myself, I would like to begin with the quote Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote in his famous musical Hamilton, when he says, "Immigrants, we get the job done." For those who don't know me, I immigrated to the US when I was 8 years old with my mother and my brother. When I first arrived here, I wasn't sure what to do. I was sat in the back of the classroom with only coloring sheets because my own teachers couldn't communicate with me. I always felt behind and lost, and I never fully believed I would be capable of belonging to the country. I got to high school with the same thought process. I was so shy and scared of talking to people. However, somewhere along the way, my experience has changed thanks to this school, because now I can't stay quiet. If there is one thing I want you all to remember from this speech right now, it's to be loud. Most of us are first-generation students, being the first ones in our families who will go to college. It won't be an easy journey, but don't forget you have all worked as hard as everyone else and deserve to go wherever you are going as much as the other kids. If there is one thing I have seen and love about KIPP, is that we are all people of color who are part of our heritage and culture. Do not be scared to show off your traditions and do not let others silence you. Be bold and loud. Yeah. So, I'm shaking. I would like to express a special thank you to my day ones, Gabi, Steven, Aroldo, Justice, and especially to the girl who I really wouldn't have survived high school without, Yaretsi. But I'm gonna cry. Okay. I want to thank you all for teaching me what real friendship is. You have made this experience lighter, funnier, and more meaningful. You guys have always been there for me whenever I needed it. From always letting me drink from your water or your coffee, to giving me book recommendations, or to hearing my crash outs at 12 a.m. since I forgot to do an assignment. It has meant more for me than all of you have probably realized, so thank you. Whew, trust. Now, as an immigrant and first-generation graduate, I would like to incorporate Spanish in my first language, into the final part of my speech. I'd like to ask my parents if they could please stand up. Primero que nada, me gustaría agradecerle a Dios porque me los dio a ustedes como padres. Gracias por cada sacrificio que siempre hicieron por mí. Porque a pesar de llegar a la casa cansados todos los días de trabajar, cubiertos en polvo, con dolor de cuerpo, nunca se quejaban. Ustedes son las personas más fuertes, valientes y amorosas que he conocido. Y todo lo que soy es gracias a ustedes. Sorry. Gracias porque siempre han creído en mí y por empujarme a ser mejor. Les prometo que le echaré ganas a mis estudios, que este solo es el principio de cada graduación. Y les quiero dedicar cada certificado, cada medalla y cada logro. Los amo mucho. Now, to the class of 2026, congratulations. We got the job done.
Good evening. Good evening. My name is Brian Robertson. I'm the Dean of Culture and Students at KIPP San Francisco College Prep. It is my honor to recognize the outstanding academic achievements of the class of 2026. As your name is called, please stand and remain standing. We kindly ask that families and guests hold their applause until all students in each recognition category have been announced. It's hilarious. All right. The California State Seal of Biliteracy recognizes graduating students who have demonstrated a high level of proficiency in speaking, reading, and writing in English and at least one additional language. Our California State Seal of Biliteracy recipients are Araldo Alvaro Chun, Jr., Yoretzi Cruz Gutierrez, Eduardo Gomez, Hilary Raquel Hernandez Rodas, Christopher Anthony Laraburo, Gabriela De Jesus Mendoza, Giovanni Novello, Emilio Cristobal Valdez Trejo, Josue Antonio Velasquez. Congratulations to our California State Seal of Biliteracy recipients. You may be seated. The Honor Roll Award recognizes students who have maintained a cumulative GPA between 3.0 and 3.5 throughout all 4 years of high school, demonstrating consistent academic achievement and dedication. Our Honor Roll recipients are Yuretsi Cruz Gutierrez, Jawan Ray Curry, Marcel Colleon Feliciana, Eduardo Gomez, Harley Alexander Hernandez, Sanjay Marcelino Jagdish, Jana Francis Inez Johnson, Azira Armani Levine, Tessa Liliani Ufal, Eileen Isabel Ramos, Luis Alberto Silva, apologies, Ajira Renee Smith, Arepa Shari Carissa Sakimi, Anaya Sharice Zachary. Congratulations to our honorable recipients. And you may have a seat. All right. The Principal's Honor Award recognizes students who have maintained a cumulative GPA of 3.5 or higher throughout their high school career, reflecting exceptional academic excellence, dedication, and perseverance. Our Principal's Honor Award recipients are Araldo Alvarado Chun, Jr., Heidi Cecilia Diaz de Leon, Sean King Hawkins, Luis Hernandez Vasquez, Kaylee Ariana Hurtado, Justice Beatrice Keaton, Christopher Anthony Laraburo, Gabriela De Jesus Mendoza, Giovanni Novello, Justice LaTreasure Renee Robinson, Freddie Lee Sims Persons, Emilio Cristobal Valdez Trejo, and Josue Antonio Velasquez. Congratulations to our Principal's Honor Award recipients. You may be seated. And finally, the salutatorian and valedictorian honors are awarded to the two highest achieving students in the graduating class, each maintaining a GPA above 4.0 while demonstrating exceptional academic excellence, perseverance, and commitment through their high school career. Our salutatorian is Stephen Alberto Meroquin Cruz. And our valedictorian is Hillary Raquel Hernandez Rodas. Congratulations to our salutatorian and valedictorian, and congratulations to all of our academic award recipients. Your hard work, determination, and commitment to excellence have made your school community proud. Once again, congratulations.
Good evening. My name is Greg Chen, and I am the school leader manager for KIPP San Francisco College Prep. And I am honored to represent KIPP Northern California in officially conferring diplomas upon the graduating class of 2026. By the authority vested in me and upon the recommendation of Principal Christine Naranjo and the faculty of KIPP San Francisco College Prep, I hereby certify that the candidates before us have successfully fulfilled all graduation requirements established by the state of California and KIPP Northern California. With great honor and pride, I now declare you graduates of KIPP San Francisco College Prep, entitled to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities that this distinction confers. Congratulations, class of 2026.
We have to wait till we get the cards. We're going first. Yeah.
Araldo Alvarado Chun.
LaFonso John Banks.
Yaretsi Cruz Gutierrez.
Jawan Ray Curry.
So proud of you, honey. Finesse Daniels.
Heidi Cecilia Diaz de Leon.
Kane Ezra Espinosa.
Marcel Coleon Feliciana.
Eduardo Gomez. It's hard to say, not here.
Zariah Rochelle Guy.
Sean King Hawkins.
Hillary Raquel Hernandez Rodas.
Luis Hernandez Vasquez.
Harley Alexander Hernandez.
Kaylee Ariana Hurtado Tirado.
Amirani Interian Ricalde.
Okay.
Sanjay Marcelino Jagdish.
Well, I'm gonna wait. Jana Frances Inez Johnson. Same. Nikki, we got all the children.
Justice Beatrice Keaton.
Christopher Anthony Laraburo. Azira Armani Ann Levine. Tessa Liliani Ufau.
Christopher Alexander Lopez. Steven Alberto Marroquin Cruz.
Gabriela De Jesus Mendoza.
Pasami Orini Mutufau.
Giovanni Novello.
Okay, Joseph. Okay, Joseph. Are you ready? Can we do it together? Okay.
1, 2, 3. Joseph Lee Person. John Ernesto Paz Castro. Eileen Isabella Ramos.
Mariano Luke Marshall Rivera.
Justice LaTreasure Renee Robinson.
Vivian Sanchez Martinez. Cesar Augusto Santa Maria Kamal.
Carmelita Monique Scott Tollfree.
Luis Alberto Silva.
Freddie Lee Sims Persons.
Nazareth Misael Bermudez.
Ajira Renee Smith.
Arepa Cherie Caressa Sokimi.
Crazy meeting here together. Sound for you. Gonna get a big one. Rylea Tabron. Adrian Buddha. Adrian Buddha.
Adrian Buddha Price Taylor.
Jaden M. Trotter. You got a card? I don't know your name.
Amir Devon Tucker. I got it. Okay, I got it. Put it. Stop. Amir Devon Tucker.
Emilio Cristobal Valdez Trejo. Hi, sweetheart. We love you.
Okay. Josue Antonio Velasquez.
Should I do it crazy? Should I do it crazy? Jemiah Williams. She asked for extra oomph on her name.
Silence. Pride Nicholas Wright Jr. Anaya Cerise Zachary.
All right, we know there was a lot of excitement. We'll give everyone a moment just to have your seats again. All right. Thank you, everyone. Wonderful to see all of our graduates march across the stage. At this time, we have a few of our seniors coming up for their graduation speeches. Let's welcome Anaya Azira and also Amir.
Hey guys! Woo! Okay. Good evening, families, friends, teachers, staff, and most importantly, the class of 2026. My name is Anaya Zachary, and it has been my honor to serve as your student body president this year. Standing beside me today are Azira Levine and Amir Tucker, and together we have the privilege of representing our graduating class. Today, we gather to celebrate a milestone that once felt so far away. 4 years ago, we entered high school as freshmen, unsure of what the future would hold. Since then, we've experienced challenges, changes, victories, setbacks, and countless memories that have shaped who we are today. As we reflect on our journey, we wanted to share our story through a few different perspectives that represent what the class of 2026 means to us.
Hi, everyone. I might talk a little fast, so I'm so sorry. When I first started high school, I honestly didn't know what I wanted for my future. There were even times where I wasn't sure I wanted to be here at all. But because of the people around me, my friends, classmates, and staff members, I found the motivation to keep going and become someone my younger siblings could look up to. Looking back now, it's hard to imagine leaving. I spent years growing up alongside these people. We shared laughs, disagreements, victories, and memories that will stay with us forever. What made our class special wasn't just the events or traditions, it was the everyday moments, supporting each other at games, showing up for school events, spending time together after school, and making memories without even realizing it. Somewhere along the way, we stopped being just classmates and became family.
One of the greatest privileges of serving as student body president was getting to watch our class grow. I saw friendships form in unexpected places. I saw people step outside their comfort zones and become stronger, more confident versions of themselves. Our time at KIPP has truly been a roller coaster. We've been through 4 principals, countless substitute teachers, uniforms, yonder pouches, and more changes than we can count. We faced adversity, but we're here today because we persevered. We adapted, we grew, and we continued moving forward no matter what was thrown our way. Through every challenge, we learned that success isn't about having a perfect journey, it's about finding the strength to keep going when things get difficult. The assignments, tests, and deadlines may eventually fade from memory, but the people and moments that shaped us never will.
Y'all got me nervous a little bit, I ain't gonna lie. Hold on. I hear you, auntie, I hear you. All right. All right. Before we move forward, I want to thank the people who made this moment possible. To our families, thank you. Thank your love, support, sacrifices, and encouragement. Thank you for believing in us, pushing us, standing beside us every step of the way. To our teachers, counselors, coaches, and staff, thank you for your patience, guidance, and dedication. Thank you for challenging us, supporting us, and believing in our potential even when we didn't always see it in ourselves. As we leave KIPP and begin next chapters, we'll all be taking different paths. Some of us are heading to college, some are heading into careers, and some are still figuring things out. Whatever comes next, we've already proven that we can overcome challenges and keep moving forward. The future may feel uncertain, but one thing is certain, the experiences we've shared and the people we've met here always will be part of who we are. Class of 2026, thank you for the memories, the laughter, the lessons, and the love. We came together as classmates, we leave as family, and no matter where life takes us next, we'll always be class of 2026. Congratulations, love y'all mo. Mir signing out. Thank y'all.
All right, everybody. I'm here to take us home to the end. What an incredible celebration this has been. Let's give it up to all of our graduates one more time. All right. And before we conclude, and you go outside and keep going with those noisemakers, those are incredible, by the way, I would like to thank many people who have made today possible. First of all, to our wonderful keynote speaker, Dr. Sai, for sharing your wisdom, inspiration, and powerful message with the class of 2026. Thank you to all of our students who participated in today's program. You helped make the ceremony meaningful and memorable. And additionally, special thank you to our wonderful staff, our operations team, KIPP Forward team, and senior grade level team for all the planning and hard work that went into making today a success. All right. Thank you to our teachers, staff members, and administrators past and present who have supported our graduates through their journey and joined us to celebrate today. To our families and community members, we thank you for your partnership, your encouragement, and support in helping us be better. We are also grateful to the Presidio Theater staff for their hospitality as well. All right. As we conclude today's ceremony, we ask that all guests please remain seated. I know that's hard. Please remain seated while our graduates and school leaders exit the theater for our final class photographs. And finally, to the class of 2026, congratulations. We are so proud of you. And all you have accomplished, we can't wait to see what comes next for you. Graduates, you are officially dismissed.